expecting showers and thunderstorms throughout the day today. There could be strong to severe storms involved as well. I want to give you the latest thinking in terms of what we expect to see today. For right now, just a few light showers across the area. This is just part of that rich Gulf moisture that's moving into our area. I don't expect to see anything intense this morning. I think we're going to have to wait until the afternoon hours for that. As we take another broad look, here's this system that we've been watching, the Pacific front here and this dry line along with the rich Gulf moisture that's moving in. You can see some activity from western Oklahoma to southeastern Kansas there, over in far west Texas and eastern New Mexico as well. All of this is headed our way and will create some strong storms in our area as it continues to move eastward throughout the day and into this afternoon. So let's talk about timing. Where do we kind of expect things to go? So this is 1 p.m. today. I think this is when we'll start to see things really light up. So we'll see some scattered strong to severe storms throughout the area about 1 o'clock. 3 o'clock, much more mature thunderstorms at this point. I think 1 to maybe 4 o'clock is probably going to be our most active period for this first round. We're looking at possibly a couple of rounds today. I think this might be the one that is a little more intense for our area. So more intense storms throughout the area around 3 o'clock today. Unfortunately, that's not going to be great for dismissal with the kids from school, rush hour, that kind of thing. By 5 o'clock, it looks like most of that is off to our east. Now, again, this is all an estimation of where storms could be, so we could still see some storms impacting Ellis County at that time. As we get to 7 o'clock, though, we have a new line that is developing, and it's possible that the HR model could be a little bit conservative on this. This may be more intense as it's over our area later today, or this first round of storms could stabilize the atmosphere enough to where we don't quite see as intense a line. But nevertheless, we could see a second round right around dinner time today of more storms behind those initial storms that we're going to see this afternoon. By 9 o'clock, looks like most of that is out of here. The good news is it's not going to be a late night. The bad news is it does look to impact some of those travel plans as you're getting the kids home from school, getting home from work, that sort of thing. Stay tuned throughout the day. We're still in this enhanced risk, so this hasn't really changed. Of course, here's Ellis County in this large area of enhanced risk. That's pretty much been the same since last night. There was some talk of whether there was going to be a moderate risk somewhere in here. I think if that was going to happen, it would have happened already. Of course, if that changes, I'll let you know. But I think we're going to stay at an enhanced risk level for today. And yes, we are still in this tornado risk area, and I talked about that last night. I don't normally show this, but this kind of dashed area is where the highest risk for tornadoes exists. Now, again, I don't expect a big tornado outbreak today. I know some are making it sound that way, namely guys like Ryan Hall, Reed Timmer, these guys on YouTube that love to blow this stuff up to get the views. And Reed Timmer he's a storm chaser, so he wants more tornadoes today. So that's kind of where his optimism is. But I think most of the tornado activity is going to be in eastern Texas. So we are included in this, though. So it's nothing to be ignored. We need to take this seriously today. But I just don't want you to see this map going around. CBS 11 shared it last night, so it's been going around, and I wanted to make sure I addressed it too. We need to take this seriously, but I don't think that this means that we're looking at some kind of catastrophic event. Nevertheless, though, it is possible, so stay tuned. So here's how things break down. This is really the same as it was last night. We are under that enhanced risk here. I cannot seem to talk today. I don't think I've had enough coffee this morning. We do have that relatively low tornado risk. It's not very low. It's not zero. It's not huge either. But we do have that risk. We could see a couple of tornadoes in the area. I do expect to be under a tornado watch later today. So don't be surprised in the next hour or two if that comes out for our area. Damaging wind risk is probably the highest risk today, really with both rounds. We're going to get the supercell thunderstorms beginning the whole thing at around 1, 2 o'clock. Those will have a damaging wind risk, and then if we get to that squall line later today, that straight line of storms, that'll have a damaging wind risk too. So really damaging winds is our biggest probability of severe weather today. Also looking at a pretty decent possibility of some damaging hail as well. especially with those earlier storms around 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Those updrafts, very strong updrafts in those storms that could cause some larger hail. So stay tuned to EllisCountyWeather.com. That's just a brief update. Really nothing major has changed, just that we could be looking at a couple of rounds of severe weather. That second round, we'll know more about that after we get through the first. So we'll be kind of updating this throughout the day as we go. But stay tuned to EllisCountyWeather.com, the Facebook page, YouTube. Make sure on YouTube that you are subscribed there and you hit that bell so that you get notified not only when I post an update like this, but when we do go live to cover severe weather. More updates to come throughout the day.